My beloved soul, something extraordinary is unfolding right now in the unseen realms, something far greater than the loneliness you may be feeling or the questions quietly circling your heart, because God is gently rearranging your path so that the one who truly sees your worth can finally find you, and this message is not reaching you by chance. It is touching your spirit because heaven knows how long you have been waiting to be loved without having to prove yourself, how long you have hoped that someone would look at you and recognize the beauty, the depth, and the quiet strength you carry, and God is saying that the one who sees your worth is not simply someone who will be attracted to you, they are someone who is spiritually tied to your destiny, someone whose heart was shaped to understand yours, which is why nothing in your past ever felt fully complete, because what was meant for you was never temporary, it was always meant to be lasting and true. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because something sacred is beginning to move for you. You have spent so much of your life being strong in silence, loving people who could not always love you back with the same depth, holding space for others while quietly wondering when someone would finally hold space for you, and God has seen every moment of that unseen endurance, every time you chose kindness even when your heart was tired, every time you kept believing in love even after disappointment. And He is now whispering to your spirit that you were never forgotten, you were being prepared, because the one who sees your worth cannot enter a heart that is still surrounded by connections that only half see you, and this season you are in, even if it feels empty or uncertain, is actually holy, it is creating room for a love that will not bring confusion or fear but will bring peace and recognition. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you. There is a divine reason you often felt misunderstood by the wrong people, a reason you could give so much yet still feel unseen, and that reason is that your soul carries a depth that only someone aligned with your destiny can truly appreciate, because the one tied to you will not only notice your smile, they will feel your spirit, they will not only hear your words, they will understand your silences, and they will not make you beg for attention, they will choose you naturally, because that choice was written long before either of you ever took your first breath, and right now God is guiding both of you through separate paths of healing so that when you finally meet, you will come together as whole hearts, not broken ones trying to survive each other. My beloved soul, do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. You may not realize it yet, but every connection that fell apart was gently making room for the one that will finally fit. Every disappointment was quietly removing what was never meant to stay, and every tear you cried was watering the ground where true love will one day grow, because destiny is not rushed, it is aligned, and the one who sees your worth is being shaped by God just as carefully as you are, learning how to love deeply, how to choose wisely, and how to recognize a soul that cannot be replaced, and when that person enters your life, it will not feel like struggle, it will feel like coming home. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. Right now you may feel like you are standing between who you were and who you are becoming, not fully attached to the past but not yet holding the future, and that space can feel lonely, but it is also sacred, because it is where God prepares miracles, where He removes distractions, where He heals old wounds, and where He aligns hearts that are meant to meet. And this is why you have been feeling a deeper awareness of your own worth lately, because God is teaching you how to recognize what honors you so that when the one tied to your destiny arrives, you will not be tempted to settle for less. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because something is shifting in your favor. You are not asking for too much when you ask to be seen, heard, and cherished. You are simply asking for what you were always meant to receive, and the one who sees your worth will not be intimidated by your depth, they will be drawn to it, they will not run from your emotions, they will hold them gently, and they will not make you feel like you have to prove your value, because they will recognize it instantly, like a memory their soul has been waiting to remember, and when you experience that kind of love, you will finally understand why every other connection felt incomplete. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you. There is a quiet love being prepared for you, one that does not rush, one that does not confuse, one that does not make you doubt yourself, but instead reflects your beauty back to you in a way that feels healing. And this is why God has been protecting your heart even when you felt exposed, because the love meant for you is precious, and it cannot be wasted on someone who only sees you in pieces instead of as a whole soul. And when the right person arrives, you will feel safe enough to finally rest, to finally breathe, and to finally be yourself without fear. My beloved soul, do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. You are closer than you think to the connection that will change everything, closer than you think to being loved in a way that feels like destiny instead of survival, and God is asking you to trust this season, to trust the quiet, to trust the waiting, because nothing real is ever lost, it is only delayed until the moment it can arrive in its full beauty, and when the one who sees your worth finally steps into your life, you will know without question that this was what all the waiting was. 4. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. There is no mistake in your story, no wasted chapter, no forgotten prayer, because every experience you have had has been shaping you for the love that will finally meet you at the level of your soul, and right now God is simply aligning the timing, aligning the paths, and aligning the hearts so that when you meet, it will feel natural, familiar, and deeply right, like two pieces of destiny finally coming together. And until that moment arrives, you are being held, guided, and prepared in ways you cannot yet see, but soon you will understand, and your heart will be grateful for every delay that protected you until the right love could find you. My beloved soul, even as you continue to listen to this message, something inside you is beginning to soften, because when truth touches the heart it creates a quiet recognition that cannot be ignored. And God is saying that the one who sees your worth is already closer to you than you realize, not necessarily in distance but in alignment. Because two souls that are tied by destiny always begin to move toward each other long before their paths physically cross, and this is why you have felt a subtle shift in your emotions lately, a gentle release of old attachments, a deeper awareness of what you deserve, because heaven is preparing you to recognize the right person when they appear, not by their words but by the way your spirit feels safe in their presence, and that safety is one of the clearest signs of divine alignment. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because something meaningful is unfolding for you. There have been times when you wondered if you were simply meant to love more than you were loved, if your heart was too deep for this world, or if maybe you were destined to always be the one who gives more than they receive. Yet God has been quietly smiling at those thoughts, because He knows the fullness of what is written for you, and He knows that the one tied to your destiny will not drain you, they will nourish you, they will not leave you questioning your worth, they will remind you of it, and they will not see your sensitivity as weakness but as a gift, a sign of a soul that feels deeply and loves sincerely, and this is the kind of heart that is worthy of a love that is rare and true. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you. You did not imagine the moments when you felt unseen, when conversations felt empty, or when you sensed that you were pouring your heart into spaces that could not hold it, because those moments were showing you what was not aligned, and God uses contrast to teach us clarity. He allows us to experience what does not fit so that we will recognize what does. And the one who sees your worth will not make you feel like you are asking for too much, they will feel grateful that you exist, and they will not hesitate to choose you, because choosing you will feel as natural as breathing, and when that happens, the confusion you once felt in love will be replaced by a deep and steady peace. My beloved soul, do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. Right now, your heart is being gently retrained to trust again, not in a careless way, but in a wiser, calmer way, because God does not want you to close your heart, He wants you to open it in the right place, and this is why you have been learning how to let go of what hurts you without becoming bitter, how to walk away without losing your softness, and how to honor yourself without building walls. And these lessons are preparing you for a connection that will not require you to defend your worth, because it will be seen and respected naturally. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. There is a beautiful balance that exists when two souls are meant to be together, a harmony where giving and receiving flow easily, where effort is shared, and where love feels like a safe place rather than a battlefield, and God is saying that this is the kind of relationship that awaits you, one where you will not have to chase or convince, because the one tied to your destiny will already feel connected to you, and their heart will recognize yours with a familiarity that feels almost magical, yet deeply grounded, and when you finally experience that, you will realize that love was never meant to be painful, it was meant to be healing. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because something is shifting in your emotional world. You have been carrying old wounds that were never yours to hold, disappointments that came from people who could not meet you where you stood, and expectations that were placed on you by those who did not understand your heart, yet God has been gently lifting those weights, teaching you that your worth was never defined by how others treated you, it was always defined by how He created you, and the one who sees your worth will reflect that truth back to you, not through grand promises but through consistent care, not through empty words but through steady presence, and this is the kind of love that lasts. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you. As you continue to grow, you may notice that your tolerance for emotional imbalance is fading, that you no longer feel comfortable in situations where you have to shrink or overextend yourself to be loved, and this is a sign of healing, not hardness, because when you know your worth, you no longer chase what does not honor it. And God is guiding you into a season where you will attract what matches your energy rather than what challenges it, and the one tied to your destiny will not feel like a test, they will feel like a blessing. My beloved soul, do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. There is a sacred timing to everything in your life, even the delays, even the waiting, even the moments when you felt forgotten, because God was never withholding love from you, He was protecting it for you, ensuring that when it arrives, it will be able to stay, and the one who sees your worth is being guided by the same divine hand that is guiding you, even if they do not yet know your name, their heart is being prepared to recognize you, and when that recognition happens, it will feel like something ancient and new at the same time. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. You are not behind, you are not late, and you are not missing out, you are exactly where you need to be for the love that is coming into your life, and God is asking you to trust that, to keep your heart open but your standards high, to keep your spirit gentle but your boundaries strong, because the one who sees your worth will meet you in that space of balance, where love is both tender and respectful, and when you finally stand face to face with that person, you will understand why your journey had to be the way it was. There is a future being written for you that includes laughter, companionship, and a deep sense of belonging, and even if you cannot see it clearly yet, you can feel it quietly growing inside you, like a seed waiting for the right season to bloom, and God is nurturing that seed, protecting it, and aligning every detail so that when it finally blossoms, it will be more beautiful than you ever imagined. Because the one who sees your worth is not just coming to love you, they are coming to walk with you into a destiny that was always meant to be shared. My beloved soul, there is a gentle unfolding happening in your life right now, even if you cannot fully see it yet, because when God begins to bring two destiny-tied hearts closer, He does it quietly, without chaos, without forcing, but with a deep and steady guidance that slowly aligns everything around them. And this is why you have felt a strange calm in the middle of your waiting, a feeling that something is coming even though nothing seems to be changing, because heaven is moving pieces behind the scenes, placing you and the one who sees your worth on paths that will soon begin to converge, not by coincidence but by divine design. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because something sacred is taking shape around you. You have reached a place where you no longer desire love that is loud but empty, or dramatic but unstable, because your heart has learned that what it truly longs for is something gentle and deep, something that feels like being understood without having to explain yourself, and God is honoring that growth in you by preparing a connection that will not require you to perform or pretend. Because the one tied to your destiny will see you clearly, even on the days when you do not see yourself, and they will love you not for what you do but for who you are, which is why the love coming to you will feel like a resting place rather than a challenge. Stay with me till the end. Something powerful is waiting for you. There were times when you felt invisible, when your efforts went unnoticed and your feelings were overlooked, and those experiences left marks on your heart that made you question your own value, yet God has been using those moments not to break you but to refine you, teaching you what you will never again accept and what you truly deserve, and the one who sees your worth will arrive with eyes that are gentle and aware, eyes that do not search for flaws but recognize beauty, eyes that do not judge your past but honor your journey, and when you meet them, something inside you will relax, because your soul will finally feel seen. My beloved soul, do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. Right now, there is a divine synchronization happening, even if it feels like nothing is happening at all, because while you are learning to trust your heart again, the one meant for you is also being guided through their own healing, their own growth, their own moments of realization, and God is making sure that when you come together, you will meet each other at a place of readiness rather than need, at a place of love rather than loneliness. And this is why the timing matters more than the desire, because what arrives too early cannot stay, but what arrives in alignment can last. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. You are being gently led into a season where your worth is no longer something you question but something you quietly know, and this inner shift is one of the greatest preparations for true love, because when you know your worth, you do not beg to be chosen, you simply allow yourself to be recognized, and the one tied to your destiny will recognize you not with hesitation but with certainty. Because their spirit will feel a familiarity with yours that feels almost timeless, as if you have always known each other in some deeper place beyond this world. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because your heart is learning how to receive the love it has always given. You may have noticed that certain memories no longer hurt the way they used to, that certain people no longer hold the same emotional power over you. And this is not because you are forgetting, it is because you are healing, and God is freeing your heart from attachments that were never meant to define your future, so that when the right person arrives, there will be space for them to enter fully, without being compared to the past, without being weighed down by old pain, and this is how divine love is able to grow, in a heart that has learned how to let go. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you. There is a love that is patient, that does not rush your healing or pressure your heart, a love that understands that you have been through things that made you cautious, and this is the love being prepared for you, because the one who sees your worth will not be threatened by your sensitivity, they will respect it, they will not try to change you, they will cherish you, and they will not see your past as baggage but as a story that made you who you are. And that kind of love is rare, which is why God protects it until the right moment. My beloved soul, do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. As your life continues to unfold, you will start to notice small signs of alignment, subtle feelings of anticipation, moments when your heart feels open and hopeful for no clear reason, and these are not illusions, they are gentle whispers from heaven reminding you that something beautiful is on its way, that the one who sees your worth is being drawn closer to you with every passing day, even if neither of you yet knows how or when you will meet, and this divine magnetism is stronger than any distance or delay. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. You do not have to chase what is meant for you, because what is meant for you will recognize you, and the love that is destined to be yours will find you in the most natural way, without you having to force it, and when it does, you will feel a deep sense of rightness, a calm assurance that this connection is different from everything that came before, because it will be built on mutual seeing, mutual respect, and mutual devotion. And that is the foundation of a destiny-tied bond. Even now, as you listen to these words, your heart is being gently reminded of the truth it has always known, that you are worthy of a love that feels safe, steady, and sincere, and God is honoring that truth by aligning your future with someone who will see you not as an option but as a blessing, and when that love finally enters your life, it will not just change how you feel, it will change how you see yourself. Because being truly seen has a way of healing even the deepest wounds. My beloved soul, there is a quiet preparation happening within you that you may not even realize, a soft unfolding of self-trust and emotional clarity, because when God is about to bring the one who sees your worth into your life, He first teaches you how to see yourself with the same gentleness and respect, and this inner shift is what allows destiny to recognize you, because love that is truly meant for you does not arrive in chaos, it arrives in harmony, and that harmony begins inside your own heart before it ever appears in another person. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because something deeply meaningful is aligning for you. You have spent so much of your life giving love freely, often without receiving it in the same measure, and that imbalance left you wondering if maybe you were simply meant to love more than you were loved, yet God is showing you now that this was never a flaw, it was a sign of the depth of your heart, and the one who sees your worth will not take advantage of that depth, they will honor it, they will meet it with their own, and they will treat your love as something sacred rather than something to be used, and when you experience that, you will finally understand what it means to be chosen with intention. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you. There were moments in your past when you felt invisible, when your kindness went unnoticed and your effort seemed unappreciated, and those moments quietly taught you how to stand on your own, how to be strong even when you felt alone, yet they also created a longing in your heart to be truly seen, and God has heard that longing, He has felt it with you, and He is now answering it by guiding a soul toward you who will look at you with eyes that recognize your value without needing proof, eyes that see your spirit rather than just your surface, and that kind of recognition is one of the greatest gifts love can offer. My beloved soul, do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. As you move through this season of your life, you may notice that your desires are changing, that what once excited you no longer satisfies you, and that what you crave now is something deeper, something more real, and this is not a loss of passion, it is a refinement of it, because God is aligning your heart with a love that will nourish you rather than drain you, a love that will feel like a partnership rather than a performance, and the one who sees your worth will fit into this new space within you as if they were always meant to be there. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. There is a tenderness growing in you that comes from healing, a softness that is not weakness but wisdom, and this tenderness is what will allow you to recognize the right person when they appear, because true love does not overwhelm, it comforts, it does not confuse, it clarifies, and the one tied to your destiny will bring a sense of peace into your life that feels almost surreal, like finally being able to exhale after holding your breath for too long. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because your heart is learning how to receive what it has always deserved. You are not meant to walk this life feeling unseen or unappreciated, and God has never intended for you to settle for a love that makes you feel small, which is why He has been gently guiding you away from what does not honor you, even when it hurt, even when you did not understand, because the love that is coming into your life is meant to lift you, to support you, and to celebrate you, not to compete with you or control you, and the one who sees your worth will see your dreams as something to protect, not something to fear. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you. There is a divine patience at work right now, a timing that is being carefully arranged so that when you and the one meant for you finally meet, the connection will have the strength to last, because love that is rushed often breaks, but love that is aligned endures, and God is making sure that both of you are ready, not just emotionally but spiritually, to recognize and cherish each other in the way you were always meant to, and this is why waiting, though difficult, is also a form of trust. My beloved soul, do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. As your life continues to unfold, you may begin to feel a quiet confidence in your own worth, a sense that you no longer need to chase or prove or beg for love, and this confidence is one of the clearest signs that you are moving closer to the relationship that will change your life, because when you know your worth, you naturally attract those who see it, and the one tied to your destiny will feel drawn to you not because you are trying to be anything, but because you are simply being yourself. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. There is a future waiting for you that is filled with warmth, companionship, and a deep sense of belonging, and even if it feels far away right now, it is already being prepared, every detail carefully arranged by a God who knows your heart better than you do, and when the one who sees your worth finally steps into your life, you will not have to question their intentions or their feelings, because their presence will speak louder than any words, and their love will feel like something you have always been waiting for without knowing why. You are worthy of a love that feels gentle and strong at the same time, a love that respects your boundaries while still inviting you to grow, and God is honoring that worth by aligning your destiny with someone who will see you clearly, love you deeply, and walk with you faithfully into the future that was always meant for you, and until that moment arrives, you are being held, guided, and prepared in ways that will one day make perfect sense. My beloved soul, as this message gently comes to its close, I want you to feel the truth settling inside you like a soft and steady light, because nothing you have heard today was meant to rush you or pressure you, it was meant to remind you of something your heart has always known, that you are worthy of a love that feels safe, sincere, and deeply aligned with who you are, and God is not silent about that love. He is quietly preparing it, guiding it, and protecting it for the moment when it can enter your life and stay. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because something beautiful is sealing in your spirit right now. You have walked through seasons where you felt unseen, where your kindness was taken for granted, and where your heart carried more than it should have, yet none of that was wasted, because it shaped you into someone who knows the value of tenderness, patience, and true connection, and the one who sees your worth will recognize all of that without you having to explain a single thing. They will feel your depth, they will honor your journey, and they will meet you not with hesitation but with a quiet certainty that feels like destiny remembering itself. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you. As you move forward from this moment, carry this knowing with you, that love meant for you does not require you to shrink, to beg, or to perform, it simply requires you to be who you are, because the right person will see your worth in your authenticity, in your softness, and in your strength, and when that love finally arrives, it will not feel like something you have to fight for, it will feel like something you are finally allowed to receive, and in that receiving, your heart will find the peace it has been searching for all along, because the one tied to your destiny was always meant to find you, just as you were always meant to be loved. Type Amen.